Hi, good morning, all.
Yeah, good morning.
So, yesterday
Good
class,
morning.
how many are remembered? So, I'll ask some questions. So, what is the length of the table name we can have? How much length we can have the name?
Minimum one column and 1,000 rows.
Oh, that's okay. That is for the columns. Name, table name.
30 characters.
30 characters.
Yeah. 30 characters is
More
maximum.
than
Okay.
less than 30 characters.
So, and it should not start with the numbers, and it should not have the
Number symbols.
spaces, and it should not contain the hyphens. It should start with the alphabets, and it should contain the alphanumeric. Okay. So, and it should contain the underscore.
Understand.
Yeah. So, table name can contain the underscore. So, now we have the told that table should have minimum at least one column. So, for one that in that one column, what we are going to store? What type of data we are going to store? So that we have to mention as a data type. So whatever the columns we are considering into the table, we have to mention what data type we are going to store in that column, that is called the data type. So data type means it is used to represent the what type of information stored into the column, what type of data you need to maintain in the column. Okay, there are two types. One is simple data type. Another is composite data type. Okay. Simple means provided by the Oracle. So composite means defined by the users in the PLSQL. So simple data type normally this is the Oracle will call seeded data type. Okay. So in composite means user has to define. Okay. So under simple data type we have the numeric, character, and long, date, and some other also it is there, blob. There are the data types exist in the Oracle. These are all the predefined data types. Okay. So instead of that character also we have one more varchar2. So coming to the composite data type, we have the type, row type, and record. So this will come under the composite data type. Okay. So this will come under the simple data type. So how will you define all these? Okay. So what is the numeric data type means? It is a numeric data type means we'll store the numbers in that column. It is used to represent numeric information only. So generally the data type will define as the number of P comma S. Like this we have to mention. So data type. It is used to represent the numeric information. P means precision. It is mandatory and scale is optional. P means precision and S means scale. Precision is the total number of digits in this number. Integer part plus decimal parts. Together it is called as a precision. Scale is the total number of digits in the decimal part. Suppose one number we are having the 10.25. So in this, P means total. How many digits are there? Total 4 digits are there. Okay. So S means only after decimal points, how many digits are there? This will be considered as a scale. Okay. So here for the number data type, mentioning this size is optional. Maximum length is 30 characters, 38 characters allowed. Number data type, maximum 38 characters. Okay. So it will allow maximum 38 characters. That means suppose if you are mentioning in the column, so it will store up to, so like this 30 times means 38 characters. So this is the single character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means here it is already 10 characters total. Again 20, 30. After that up to here. These many characters it will store into the number data type. So more than this means it will throw the error. If you try to more than 38 characters, it will give the error. So in this P means stores integer values. It is used to store integer values and its length range is 1 to 38 characters. So S means store floating values. One minute, someone is in the waiting room. So precision means P, it contains all the digits including the left and right sides of the given floating expression. Suppose 25.12 means that is together, all together it is the precision, precision, we call it as a precision. So total here precision value is P is equals to 4. Okay. Suppose if you have the 999.999, then P is equals to here total how much?
7.
7. Okay. So like this again, suppose if it is only having the 9966, then P it is equals to P value is 4 only. Okay. So same way scale means, so suppose 99.99 means here scale is equals to 2. Okay. So same way 456.9999 like this. Then scale is equals to 4. Here the P is equals to how much? Total 4 plus 3, 7. Like this, we have to consider. So scale means we have to consider the after the decimal point. How many characters are there? That is only scale. Precision means including the decimal points. How many characters are there? So suppose we are going to create one table with the number data type. So create table XX number underscore DT underscore 18. I am giving today's date. Okay. So A, this is the column A. Data type is number. Column B, data type is number of 7. And column C, number of 8, 2. Okay, here I am taking the create table with the XX number DT underscore 18. This is the table name. And here the column names, ABC are the column names. And these are the number data type here. So in the number data type, there is a optional, okay? Size is optional, but if you mention, so it should not cross this size. So here A column, it will maximum, it will allow up to 38 characters. For the B column, it will maximum, it will allow only 7 characters. And for the C column, it will maximum allow 8 characters only. Okay. So here 8, 2 means that is including the scale, it should be maximum 8. So I'm creating this table. So whenever you create the table, so how will you create after entering the query? So either you have to press this, run the statement, or you can use the Control Alt. So by placing the cursor in this place or somewhere else in this query, so you can place this button, or you can use the Control and Enter together. Then, so this query will be executed. Table is created. If you see this here message in the script output, table XX number DT underscore 18 created. So whenever any table is created, this message will be coming. Suppose if I'm again trying to create the same table with the same name, then it will throw the error. So name is already used by existing object. Okay. So once you created any table with some name, so it will not be accept for any other table name, and you cannot create the same table name with more than one table. Okay, if you want to create another table with the same name, then you have to remove this table first. Then only you can able to create the another table with the same name. Okay. So now we have the created the table. So suppose if I create one more table with another name, create table XX underscore number underscore dt underscore 18 underscore 1 I am giving. Okay. So here only column A number data type with 39 I am giving. Okay. So when I try to create this table, what will happen? So here previously it is created with the number data type without any size here, and for this size 7 and for this size 8 comma 2. So but now I am going to take only one column with the number data type and size is 39. Then it is throwing the error. What is the error here? Numeric precision specifier is out of the range. So it should be 1 to 38 only. Okay. That means number data type maximum is allowed 38 characters only. Suppose without this, if I try to create, it will, without any problem, it will create the table. Okay. So, but when you are mentioning the size, it should not cross the 38 characters. So next is we have the character data type. This is about the number data type, and we have one more character data type. Okay, in the character data type, size also optional here. Okay, size is optional. Whenever in the square bracket means, so that means this is optional only. Okay, so whenever in the syntax, if you see that the square brackets are there, that means that is optional. So what is the purpose of this data type character? It is used to represent character information, pixel length character data type, maximum size is 2000. Here the character data type it have the maximum of 2000 characters only, or 2000 bytes. You can say bytes are 2000 characters. Default size is 1 byte only. If you didn't mention any size here, so default is it will assume as a only one character. For the character data type, size is optional. That mentioning the size is optional. So characters allowed in this data type is small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, and 0 to 9, and all the special characters. It will accept. Whereas in the number data type only it will allow 0 to 9. That is only number data type it will accept. Numbers only it will accept. Whereas in the character, including the A to Z and including the 0 to 9 and also all special characters it will allow. Suppose we'll create a table create, table xx underscore char underscore 18, column A character, column B chr of 10 I am giving, column C chr of 2000. Okay, if you see after each column A and data type, after that comma, again column B data type and size comma, and column C. After column C, if you are going to close the table, then here you should not mention the comma here. Okay, so here if I try to create a 2001, okay, so maximum character data type size is maximum 2001, 2000 only, but I am trying to create with the 2001, then it will throw the error. Specified length too long for the its data type. So for data type correct and the length specified was 2000. Okay, so maximum is 2000. So here we have to accept only 2000. Character it will accept only maximum 2000. So table is created. So now the table is created. If I want to check the table later time, so how can you check the table whether is how much, what is the data type and what is the size and all those information? You can simply use the DESC, describe table name, xx underscore char underscore 18. That means this is the keyword. Describe is the keyword here. Describe table name means you will see the information like this. That is column A, column B, column C, and data type. Here see character 1, character 10, character of 2000. But when you are creating, if you see here, only you mention char. Okay. Column A, char only you mentioned. But here, if you see in the description, so here it is showing only one character. That means if you are not mentioning the size for this character data type, it will assumes it will only one character. Here if you mention 10, so that it is taken 10. Here 2000, here it is 2000. So if I want to see the data, select start from xx underscore char underscore 18. So it is having the column A, column B, column C, but there is no data, so that it is giving null values here. Somebody joined with the Vivo V2303. Already yesterday I told them not to join with the mobile names, join with your name only. Okay. So today I am
Okay.
accepting, but tomorrow onwards I won't accept this. Okay.
I'm joined today only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm joined today itself. I'm changed it.
Okay. Okay. So tomorrow join with your names only. Okay. Yeah. So now the table is empty. So if I want to insert the data into the table, how can we insert? Using the insert statement. Insert into, we have to mention our table name. xx underscore, what is our table name? Char underscore 18. Okay. Values under brackets. We have to, how many columns we are having? 3 columns. For that, we have to pass the 3 values. Okay. So whenever you are passing the values for the character data type, we have to mention in the single quotes. Okay. So for character A, I am mentioning A here. Okay. Column A, that is A I am mentioning. For the column B, I will mention AB. And for column C, I will mention ABC. Okay. So here, see that insert into table name. Okay, this is our table name. Insert into our table name values. So how many columns are there? These many values we have to pass to this. Here A, B, C is there. First column A I am passing only A. Second column A, B I am passing. So here maximum how many characters it will allow? It will allow only one character, so that I am passing A only. So here maximum 10 characters it will accept, but I am passing only 2 characters. Here it will accept 2000 characters, but I am passing only 3 characters here. Okay. So one row is inserted. Whenever you are inserting the data, so here you will see the output as one row inserted here. Okay. So you have to observe whenever you are creating the table, this is the message you will get. Table name is created. So whenever you are inserting the data, so one row inserted. Suppose if you inserted it all the time 10 records, so then it will mention 10 rows inserted. Okay. So now I can check the table xx underscore char underscore 18. So here now data is column A, it is having the A, column B, it is having AB, column C, it is having the ABC. But whereas if you see that, so it is having the this much length, column C, it is having the this much length, because so here it is maximum 2000 we mentioned for this column. Okay, column C, it is having the maximum 2000. So in the database it is allocating 2000 bytes for this column, whether you will occupy or not. But here you are inserting the only 3 characters, but still in the database it will occupy 2000 bytes. Okay, in the character data type. So when you are assigning the 2000 characters here, so whether you will give the exact 2000 characters or not, so it will occupy the 2000 bytes in the database. Same as for the B column also. So here the 10 characters you are giving, but it is 2 characters inserted. Remaining 8 characters also it is occupying in the database. Okay, so we'll insert one more record. So whenever a session is disconnecting, again reconnect with the same link. Okay, insert into xx underscore char underscore 18 values. Suppose I am inserting numbers in this time 1 comma 12 comma and 1 2 3 or something. Okay, so here this is the character data type, and I am trying to insert in this numbers. So now one row is inserted. You see the difference here. Previously I have inserted alphabets here, so now I inserted numbers here. So whenever you are inserting the numbers, it is accepted, but here no need to mention the single quotes here. Okay, if you see this, there is no need of single quotes, but here in the alphabets compulsory you have to mention the single quotes. If you are not mentioning the single quotes, so what will happen? You can observe here. It will throw the error. So whenever there is a character data type, when you are inserting the alphabets, so then it will have the single quotes. Then only it will be accepting, otherwise it won't accept. But whereas when you are trying to insert the numbers without the single quotes, it will accept. But if you include the single quotes also, it is going to accept. Suppose next time I am giving 2, 22 I am giving, 222 I am giving here. Okay, so insert into same table. So that is one row inserted. So for the numbers, so there is optional, you can mention the single quotes or not, it will be accepted. But whereas for the alphabets, you have to mandatorily give the single quotes. Now the check the table. So we have inserted 3 records. One is with the A, B, ABC. Second one is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And third one is 2, 22, 222 like this. Suppose if I am trying to insert here 33 or something. Okay. So and here I am going to insert 10 characters it is there. So I'll insert 11 characters. Like this I am trying to insert into this table values. I am trying to give the 33 here, but here we created the table with a column as only single character, but I am trying to give the 2 characters here, then it will throw the error. Okay. So value too large for the column. For this column, value is large. So actual is 2 we are giving. Maximum is here it is allowing to only 1 character, so that it is throwing the error. So that you have to be careful how many how much size you are giving for the data type. Within that limit only you have to provide the values. Okay. So next we have the varchar2. This is the another data type. Varchar2 size we have to mention here. So it is used to represent the character information only, same like in the character data type only. Only the difference is, so it will allow maximum 4000 bytes or 4000 characters. So for this size is mandatory. So whereas in the character data type size is not mandatory, but whereas in the varchar2 size is mandatory. That means varchar2 some size 1, 2, 3, 4 like that you have to mention. Maximum is 4000 bytes. Okay. Characters allowed in this is all the alphabets, numbers and special characters also it will allow. Create table xx underscore varchar2 underscore 18. So I'm giving varchar2 only here. B varchar2 of some 10 digits I'm giving, and C varchar2 of 4000. Okay. I am trying to create the table with the varchar2 data type. So here the column A it is having the varchar2, column B varchar2 of 10, column C varchar2 of 4000. So what will happen? It will throw the error. Why? Because here we need to provide the size here. For the varchar2 we have to compulsory mention the size. Okay. So I mentioned 3, then now the table is created. So previously for this column I have not mentioned the size, so that it is from the some different type of error. So but here after giving the size here table is created. Whenever table is created you will get the message table name is created like this. So I want to see the what type of information it is having table. Then we have to use the describe DESC or table name xx underscore varchar2 underscore 18. Then this is the information column A varchar2 of 3, column B varchar2 of 10, column C haircut of 4,000. Now I want to insert the data into this table. So somebody tell me how can I insert? Insert into we have to mention the table name. Okay. So how many values I need to pass it here? 3 columns we are having, so that we have to pass the 3 values. So that I am passing the, suppose ABC I am passing here, comma, again for this also I am passing ABC, and here for the third one also I am passing ABC. Insert into our table name, and for the 3 columns I am passing the same ABC, ABC, ABC. So when I execute this, so here, what is the error? We forgot to mention values here. So insert into table name values ABC, ABC, ABC. Okay. So syntax you have to remember. That is our table name. So one row inserted into this table name values ABC, ABC, ABC. Now if you see the information in the table, haircut of _18. We have the values. If you observe in the whenever we are created in this varchar2, so with the 4,000 bytes, but it is occupied only 3 bytes only here. Okay, so I'm giving ABC 3 bytes only, whereas in the character data type, even though if you are giving less number of size here, so what will happen here? So here it is in this column, automatically total 2,000 bytes it is occupied. Okay, so when you check this table, what happened? So it is this column C, if you observe here, it is gone to till this end 2,000